That was the form of payment. You know what I
No, no,
mean?
no, no. I mean, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
Was the
that.
name?
No, no,
You
no.
know
But
what
check this
I mean?
out. I'm talking
So
about. Bro, that's why brothers who get that opportunity, they've gotten paid before that, though. Obviously, to get a look like that, you have to actually prove yourself in some type of way.
yeah, you gotta prove yourself,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
and a lot of people back in the day shouldn't have got names.
I agree with that 100.
A lot
percent
of
I would have
people back
told
in
you
it.
that if I was
Hindsight
you.
2020. Hindsight
I would have
2020.
told
I
you
don't even
that
want to
too,
think
son.
about all
Like,
the fucking. I don't even want to think about all the money I done spent on this shit, bro. I spent a crazy bag on this shit. But
yeah, yeah. That's just what.
moving
That's just part of
forward,
the business. Even last night for Restore Order, it was a success. We almost broke even, but we didn't really. I still took like an L of like maybe like 500, but you know what I mean. But like that's still crazy when still made up like at least over like 2,000. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's dope. Even though it took an L of like 400, whatever. Everybody got paid. It was a dope, successful event, and then going forward, it's just gonna uh slowly get better from there. You know.
yeah, things are gonna slowly progress, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's a
We're
fact.
at the point now where
But
at least it's almost sustainable, which
but
is dope.
now, but now it's time to start building the artists even more and start bringing names in. That's why I asked you who deserves like name looks like a act like come on, bro, ill will like back in the day we would have chucked ill will to anybody. You feel me?
But that's why it don't make
But
sense that
nowadays it has to make sense because who is gonna actually
I think with the
promo?
names type thing, rather than breaking the bank on booking 5 names on just one card, it got to be slowly done. Like certain cats get certain names for each
I would say
card,
one card because that not only um
unless it's tough. It's tough, yo.
like 5 names, one card. You could do a $30 pay-per-view virtual.
Of course you
You
could.
know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, of
saying?
course you could.
And but like I said back in the day, only person I've ever put a contract on was Big T. I didn't trust him. He just sounded untrustable in the fucking shit. But one thing I didn't put in the contract was give me a actual take your time, rap like you would on fucking URL type shit. Treat this as such. Don't parody this battle. Or
Well,
you
that's the always the issue with booking some of these old ass names, because that's the thing with
don't
these
worry about
names.
the
These niggas
old
is
names.
no, no, no. I'm just saying in general. Hold on. I'm just saying in general. Like these cats that they stuck in their old ways type shit. They look at virtual like it's nothing. They treat it like it's a joke. So it's like
There's
it's
only
always a
one
slap in
person
the
that
face when they do
there's
that
only
shit.
one person that's really done that. That was Geechee.
Nah, bro. Jay Murder did that shit, bro. These
Jay
niggas that come
Murder.
up here and freestyle and shit, or
Jay
they
Murder's
blatantly
never been booked
read.
again, but
No,
Jay
because it's
Murder's
like
never
there's
been
not,
booked.
bro. Jack Boy did it when he blatantly read, bro. Nigga pulled out a
Never
whole.
been booked again. Never been booked again.
I know. But I'm saying they were booked at one point, and it's like it's always a disappointment when these
Yeah,
niggas
because
do
the
that
first
shit.
time on his return, he did good.
The thing when that shit happens, it throws down the negative, the energy of the whole card, bro. When those niggas do that shit, it pretty much downplays the entire
Not
card. Like
all of
all the
them is
battles
gonna
that
come
happened
over and do
before
that
that.
though. You gotta think Coogee, Lotta Zay,
Fuji, that's the nigga we gotta
Jay
book
the
again. No, no,
Nightwing.
no. Time out. No, let's stay right there. We need LL Cool J back. That's a name right there that I have no problem with.
Yeah.
That nigga is one of the best who ever did this virtual shit. We need him back immediately. Yo, Ten Rock, if you like
Yo,
Quantum, Cool J,
uh,
LL Cool J was giving Quantum a run for his money in this virtual shit.
fire.
He
My
was wilding. The battles felt like niggas was outside.
Yeah. Niggas would always say, damn, this shit feel like if like Coogee and Lotta Zay did a one rounder. That shit
Lotta
was
Zay, another one.
so classic and so fire that Jules booked 2 more rounds for another whole separate card.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fire. Not for nothing. We got to chop that battle and put it all together into 3 rounds and re-release it.
Yeah.
so so during this conversation about names, are names limited to battle rap names, or like how far in what sector are we?
It depends on your pockets. I tried to book and he agreed, but then he went crazy like 2 days later. Freddie P, the nigga from the band. I tried to
Uh,
book Fred versus Enes. You feel me?
right.
And then 2 days later, the nigga went crazy. I've talked to fucking Joey Jahad. I've talked to Scar Lip. about hosting an event, but shit, I can ask your show battle. Like it just depends on what you're trying to spin, bro. It's all about how you want to market and maximize the marketing. You don't just want to spin, you want to maximize the marketing. So check this
Yeah.
out.
But
Say you get
yo, this
somebody
is
like
this
a
is what I'm gonna
Scarlet.
say. Do you pay attention to these other leagues that exist? These
No,
other leagues that are outside and they got names and nobody gives a fuck. And
because
they
they're
be
not
booking like
marketing.
JC. They be booking like they be on these cards, bro. Like
Because
that's
they're not
crazy.
marketing. They're not marketing. They think just because you book the name, it's gonna sell because they think that name is popping. None of these niggas is popping. and,
They're not. They're
and
really
a lot of
not.
these niggas is tired of seeing the same shit for
There are
15,
people tired of seeing a lot of these cats, bro.
15 plus years. I can't buy into Murder Mook no more. I've seen you for 20 whole years, bro. I've seen you from when you was like 20, 18. You feel me? So it's like I can't buy into that type of shit like that, you know what I mean? But there is a lot of names that are sellable, marketable. Benji Lolo. Can you imagine what Benji Lolo would do virtually?
Okay. Okay.
That's another person I got no problem with. The people like
He
that,
could
I
do
got
like
no
a
problem with.
he could do like a Candyman scheme. You feel me? Where he cut the lights off and pop up his Candyman. And like you never know what Benji Lolo would
No,
do
no. You see, like when you say
virtually.
names like that, I agree with like a LL Cool G, a Lotta Zay, a Benji Lolo. I agree with that. I fuck with those type of shit.
Yes, I mean, there's plenty of names that's been over here. Even Ines always gives a good performance every time he comes to virtual. You know what I mean? So there's a and affordable. So that's the homie. So it's like there's a lot of people
Because a
that
lot of
do
these
show
people,
love.
they just delusional though in terms of their pricing. They're really fucking delusional.
I mean, the names we just said, them niggas ain't delusional.
I
You know what
know.
I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you mean by names.
Ill will, even name not to be mentioned. That was just in the private chat.
Mhm.
Them niggas ain't a disaster. They're not overpriced, and these is
No, no, no.
names that
Again, disaster's another one that I got no problem with. I don't even have no problem, paying a certain amount for disaster because disaster, I think, is just like that type of legendary of an
yeah,
opponent.
it's legendary shit. So it's like
And disaster is somebody who actually respects battle rap in all its
you gotta
forms.
think, no bullshit to make every single name we just said to get them all on one card.
Not for nothing, bro. Those three battles right there is crazy. OG Capri versus Ill Will, Loso versus Disaster, and then
Okay.
Latin Pain versus the name in the
Look at the
back
back
chat.
chat to make every single name we just said and put them on one card would take it would cost that.
That's a total.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
every
Okay.
single name we just said.
All right. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
Facts. That's like 7 names for that.
Yeah.
That ain't bad, bro. Big names too, and I could battle Bankhead. But it all just depends on timing. You know what I'm saying? Around what time, what month,
No, that's a
motherfucker.
dope. That's a dope four battles right there, and then you could book another two of like our cats to high ranking battles in our community that set the tone for everything.
That's a $50 card.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all that, but I would
What?
say 30.
What?
Bro, 50 is the same price as these outside cards
Name
where niggas pay
name
for a
not to be
venue.
mentioned. Name not to be mentioned in the back. Ill Will, Lotta Zay, LL Cool G, Bankhead. Um, did you say Chef Trez?
No,
Nah,
no,
I ain't say
no one
shit
said
for
that.
us. That's a
Chef Trez,
disaster.
Disaster, Ines. I think that's the names that were mentioned.
That's that would
Seven.
just be mad expensive, and I don't think people are gonna
It's
spend
not mad
50.
expensive. I just put the total in the back.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, because to
That's
split.
expensive, bro.
That that's not
No, I mean
expensive.
I
If you
spent
got
I spent like
if it's being
25.
split into like 3 ways, that ain't expensive at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Then the split seven. Seven is like okay, well, we ain't gonna say it, but split
Yeah, if
seven.
you bring the more people you bring in on that shit,
No, 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 no. I was talking about by being 7 names, right? It's basically
yeah,
getting that much per battle. You know what I'm saying? It's like that much per
yeah,
battle.
bro, you could get them 7 names for that in the back,
Mhm. Eh,
all on one card. That's a $50 card plus 2 extra battles of our people.
I think 30, 35 is good, and then niggas can make money with 35. I think taxing the people too much on 50 is crazy.
I would charge 40. 40. Rock, tell me there ain't a $40 car, bro.
Well, first of all, let's break it down. You would have at minimum 7 battles. So I mean that right there, and then you know with the type of publicity, you know, yeah, that's 30 to 30, 35 to 40.
That's what I'm saying, because I would
35,
rather
40.
have 100
That's right.
people buy
35.
the $35 card versus
35 to
just
40 though.
having
40
20
ain't
people
crazy.
buy the 50 joint.
But salute to what the dev's saying, because the dev's saying, look, whatever price it is, we gotta be sure to stay away from, you know, pricing that may seem like.
But you gotta think, okay, hold on. Let me do some math. 35.
But look, do 35 times 120. That's pretty
Okay.
good already. That's
35.
yeah.
Yeah, that's about $4,000.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's already pretty good. And then with the names, that's lowballing it, because I think we could get 200 people to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
40. That's 4,200. So
Mhm.
that's breaking even from what everybody put in, and you would get some money back.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why 35 is pretty good. Like, and then that's lowballing it, because I think with those type of names, we can get like 200 sales, bro. I think we can. Like, so everybody could get paid. You know what I mean? Everybody could do their thing. Motherfuckers can actually make a profit. It'll be a dope ass event. Classics of Caskets. I think that's the name, bro. I think that gotta be the name.
That name
Classics
pops,
of Caskets.
Man. That name's fire, honestly. Plus the way the logo would look. Come on, man. Logo. Oh, look, we gotta talk about talking points that will be done on that, you know, through media and all that, because that's a factor that pushes the event, you know. All, you know.
I said Nova Greasy, a legend. Oh, yeah.
Nova Greasy got to get on one of these cars. Nova. Salute to Troy Wiggins, Nova Greasy, man.
Drop the link.